Hello everyone, Sunset2, welcome to another mod overview, this time on the Infinity Block, a mod that is used for item and block transport, has 16 channels, and seems to work only with the owner of the block that has placed it down or set the channel for it. So, let's go back to the overworld. Done. You can see that I've got a chest with a hopper hooked up to this, and then another one at the other end to then send it to the ender chest. So if I just put, say, a hopper in here, it'll send it through to there, go to the other one of the same channel color, and then go to the hopper, as things obviously can't be input into an ender chest. If I had a system like this, obviously I've got a hopper, sending it to there, because there's nothing else carrying it out, it'll go back to here and then down into this chest. As you can see, like so, as it's done. So, possibly something like this. I was sort of going for an underground like approach where this is above ground, this is where it's sending it underneath, and then I sort of just messed up the ends there just to sort of show how to send things. But yeah. Now these can also work across dimensions. As you can see, if we put a hopper here, go through the portal, just turn off the sounds entirely, and you see the hopper, or sorry, chests ended up in here, and the hopper's now over there. So you can send things across dimensions. To craft these, you want to look at the white channel version first, which is made with glass, iron ingots, and an ender chest, and the only way to get the other channels is to place a white one in the world, and then dye it, say purple for example, and you see the difference there. Try with something like orange, and so on. So you can change the channel easily by just placing a dye on it. Other than that, we have configs, like so. So you can enable Easter eggs, which I'm not too sure on exactly what the Easter egg is. You can use player colors, so colors are controlled by the player's UID or the channel. For the router corresponding. Not too sure on that otherwise. But obviously UID is quite important for this one. You've got the ability to enable registering of recipes, so should the recipe be registered, and if not, you need to add it to the game in another way. So this is for mod pack makers, or people using possibly something like Craft Tweaker, for example, rather than relying on the main recipe for the mod. Most likely for mod pack makers, of course, though. You've got the ability for blue glass to have a recipe. So should the recipe use blue glass instead of uncolored? I'm assuming this is just for blue glass itself, not something that is a modded blue glass. I'm assuming it's referring to the stained version. Obviously this is to do with the recipe component here. And you've got it so that you can determine iron blocks instead of iron ingots for the white channel recipe as well. The ender chest is still going to stay there though. So these parts are more configurable, but the ender chest part is not. You'd probably be using this one here for, say, an ender storage type one if you want to save that for an ender chest or an ender pearl or something else in comparison to it. But yeah, that seems to be it. You just send blocks back and forth from one point to the other. You can send across dimensions, and there isn't a limit as far as I can tell. It's just as long as you've got the points that work along the same channel, then you're good to go. And possibly can only be accessed by the owner that's placed them or dyed them or something like that, I guess. Which obviously according to also use of the UID as well. Which is probably what this is. It's more so a color ownership thing. And if you disable it, possibly anybody can use it. That's probably what it means, and I just missed it. So yeah, thanks so much for watching, and goodbye.